Alright, how's it going, guys? Today we're going to be starting a brand new account. This Iron-Man I have here is pretty cool. I mean, I've been playing it for a few years now. But I thought, what's the opposite of being able to sit here AFKing skilling all the time? Well, why not create a combat-only account? So what I did was, I created one called Ire-Man. It's a stupid pun, and I thought it was hilarious at the time. My girlfriend thinks I'm stupid, but it's okay. So let me show you what we got. Well, the first part of starting any new account is giving Jagex my hard-earned money, so let's do that real quick. Alright, so the best way to start off a combat-only Iron Man, as far as I know, is to start doing some combat. You won't be able to see my live stats on the skill tree itself, but I'm going to keep you updated by showing you all the level up prompts, so. If you guys didn't know about this already, there's an easy way to get some early prayer levels. If you go all the way out to the wilderness, even at one prayer, you can grab all the bones laying around and use them on the altar. And since it gives 3.5 times the experience, you're getting 16 experience per bone. That's easy enough to get to your levels within minutes. Honestly, I think this entire process took me less than 30 minutes, and I was able to get all the way up to 20 prayer here. So if you use this, it'll make it a lot easier for you to get some of the higher end prayers, like your Protect from Magic and Ranged. I think now would be a good time to start doing some quests. I have the goal of getting Dragon Slayer done as soon as possible, so that I can start actually getting some boss kills, and also because it's just really good levels. Hopefully using all this I'll be able to get 50 defense quickly so I can start using Mystic. I'll probably end up getting something like Supreme Dagonoth armors, or even, just Mystic, and use that until I'm higher end levels. For a while it's going to be the best armor, so I probably won't be upgrading too often. That will just be a matter of how many defense levels I'm able to actually get. The levels do start coming slow after a while, so it does get pretty boring at times. So what I like to do early game also is go to do some dungeoneering. The only problem is, since I'm a combat only account, I can't really do a lot of the higher end dungeons, requiring a lot of the other skills. So what I do is I run through as much as I can on a C6, and I get all the coins and use it to level up my crafting. But for this, right now I'm probably going to just use it to get my dungeoneering up a little bit, because once I get enough tokens I should be able to start buying some of the rewards. I probably won't get my dungeoneering too high for early game. I might get up to 85 later for Frost Dragons or something, but realistically it's not one of my main goals. It is going to be a little bit harder since I can't do a lot of the non-combat doors, and sometimes some of the doors are required to get to the boss, so then I have to cycle through a few dungeons. Thankfully you do get partial experience though, so it evens out over time, but it's going to take quite a while for me to get to anywhere realistically high, because you don't get tokens unless you complete the dungeon. So we'll have to see how that works out for me. So since they're so accessible now, I think I should go to Cockroach Soldiers. I probably will camp them for somewhere around 1,500 kills. It takes about 3 of these carapaces to create one body, which means I'll have quite a bit of money coming out of this. Not to mention they drop medium clue scrolls, which can help me get an air battle staff as soon as possible, which will be my best weapon until 60 mage. Once I get there I will get a Gothic staff and we can move on. But for now, I think this is going to be an easy AFK method while I work on my other account. This will probably go on for about 3 days. I don't know how long exactly, but I'm going to record all the important clips. Alright, so I got this medium clue here that requires me to wear green dragonhide chaps. That means I need 40 defense, and I'm currently 1. So what I'm going to have to do is probably do a few quests to get some experience in it, and then the rest I can do with Cockroach Soldiers. That'll also help out because I need to start doing all these quests to get into the Champions Guild, so I can do the Dragon Slayer quest anyway. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, but we're going to get it all done. Alright, so now that we've hit 40 defense, I also have to go get a Emerald Ring. The only way I know how to do that at such a low crafting level is that we're going to have to go kill Crawling Hands. I made the mistake, went all the way out there to kill them, and it turns out you need 5 Slayer, so quickly I'm gonna have to get a task and complete it so that I can get 5 Slayer to go kill them. Alright, so apparently I'm gonna have to tell Jagex, I need the ring, not the hand it goes on. I think it took somewhere around like 250 kills, but I finally got it. Jagex apparently really likes me though, because every time I've ever played on an account, I've gotten the crawling hand and any other of the Slayer pet things extremely quickly. Like I got the head on the Basilisk in like 5 kills on my main account. I don't know what my luck is, but for these things it's incredible. Okay, finally, I have everything done. Let's hope that this medium clue is actually worth my time, and not gonna be something I don't need. You know how like 5 seconds ago I said I hope it wasn't stuff I don't need? Well, it's stuff I don't need. I have a few extra clue scrolls laying around, so we're gonna try and do them just to get the air battle staff. I got the water one, but that's not really enough for me. I want the air. Probably not going to get it though, because I just said I want it, and I've never ended up getting it in a reasonable amount of time anyway. So let's see what we can get. Pretty much anytime I get the chance to, I'm going to re-roll a clue. It just is pretty easy to do, and it gives me a chance of getting anything better. But in this case, it just gave me a water battle staff. Is it just me, or is it kind of weird that this is the only HD one? Alright, since we didn't get the air battle staff, I might as well just enchant the water one I have to use as a tier 40. Reasonably, I'm not going to get that many more clue scrolls. I only got 7 in over 1,500 kills, so I'm not going to keep grinding just to get the staff when I can just go straight for 60 and use some Gothic spell staff. It'll be fine. I just have to grind a little bit more, and it's probably going to take just an extra day or so. One thing I can say about early level Slayer is, it's a lot better now that I got my combats up so high. I think that it would have taken way longer than it is now if I had just used a tier 5 to try and kill these Anku. Getting the tier 40 before I started all the Slayer is probably going to make a huge difference. Hopefully I can get a dagger in the task soon so I can go to DKs, and then I can maybe get a Berserker ring, and that would actually help out a lot. I get to 29 Slayer, and then I start to go out and get some other items. I didn't want to stay anywhere too long because it gets kind of boring when you're still low level, and it takes so long to level up after a while that a little bit of variety doesn't hurt. So I think I move on after this to go do some ghouls. They actually drop split bark now, which is really cool because it makes it a lot easier to get. You used to have to cut down the tree, get the cloth, and turn it in, and that was just so much work for such a low level armor. No one even did it, so it's cool to have it be a drop. Like I said earlier, I went and got some supreme skeletal armor, which will come in handy once I am leveled into 65 defense. That won't be for a little while, but it's good to have. Alright, so the next thing I did was a lot of quests. There are actually quite a few quests that are only combat stats, weirdly. The only one I think I had trouble with was Death Plateau, which gives a little bit of experience in agility, but it's not enough to give you a whole level. So you end up with somewhere around like 60 experience remaining, which is scary when you first see the pop-up. You're like, crap, I'm going to end up accidentally getting a level, but I made it through, and it was easy enough to get done. I ended up having a few extra quests that I could do, or could have exchanged it for, but I think having all of them done would be better than skipping it over just to save a few experience here and there. I'm not scared of getting the level, just because I'm so far away, and I'm pretty conscious about when I do get experience or not, but I purposely won't ever get a level. So if you're interested, the last few minutes of this video is just all my drops from doing cockroaches. I ended up getting quite a few drops. I think I had 9 of these swords, I had 8 offhands, and I had 18 shields. Keep in mind, I only got 7 medium clues the entire time, and I was expecting way more than that. So, I mean, it depends on luck, but I ended up getting over 500k in drops, and plus I have the 1,500 of the carapace to go through still, so it's definitely good to use, but I wouldn't recommend you going and killing 1,500 like I did. I just have a lot of downtime.